Driven from our homes by the toxic spores, we kept wandering, looking for shelter. But not in our wildest dreams did we imagine what we would find.
And here we are. Finally. Visiting with our first encounter with our very first Ambu in the full release of the Wandering Village. I have a lot of goosebumps right now because it has been a long journey from watching as Stray Fawn put out Niche way back when and all of the hundreds of adventures we had there, to watching as the Wandering Village developed over the years, to finally coming to this point where we are here, my friends, with the beginning of a brand new adventure in the full release of the Wandering Village and its story. So, let's go ahead and begin. Ah, there you are. Good to see you, my friend. After all the years we've traveled, all the hardship we've endured together, who would have thought that we'd run into an Onbu of all things? You know, the giant, beautiful, sauropod-like mountain creature that we've gone and climbed onto the back of. It's truly amazing, isn't it, dear? We might be the first humans to have seen one in a couple hundred years. But the poor thing seems exhausted and has gone back to sleep for now. I had thought the Ambu slept underground, but the poisoning of the soil must have woken it up. I wonder if it can even sustain itself up here on the surface, but if we take care of it, it might take care of us in turn. But if push comes to shove, we might have to prioritize our own well-being in order to survive. Though that is a decision that we would like to pass on to you. Oh, thanks. Just a light, easy decision of, do we sacrifice parts of our new Ambu friend, or do we focus on helping it and ourselves survive in this, a world that never fails to remind me of the Valley of Nausicaa, one of my favorite of the Ghibli movies, and a really wild manga. Don't recommend unless you really don't mind going off the rails and then some. But that's fine. We'll just have to make the decisions that are that serious, it seems. I mean, I guess that's why our name is Seri. We may have led our people here, but I think this is a good opportunity for someone new to take over. I'm sure that you will prove to be an excellent leader. Wait, thank you, friends. Also, we kind of need to build houses, and look at how cute everything is. Okay, I mean, not cute in the fact that we happen to inhabit a planet that's currently filled with toxic spores and has become almost impossible for human life to really sustain itself. All of those spores you see everywhere, poisoning the soil, the toxins that have seeped down and down until our poor Ambu over here, who we can't even interact with yet, has become weary and sick and has pulled itself out of the ground itself to become a living mountainside that we are now riding on the back of. Hopefully, not only will we be able to find a way to survive, but we'll be able to help our Ambu friend survive as well. I cannot wait to go ahead and take care of this one, and we have named this Ambu as our small village of 10 people, just 10 of them. That's not a lot of people to survive. It's kind of just like a family. But as our small village has finally made it here to this part of what will possibly be a vast world we will have to travel through in order to find the source of the toxins that are poisoning this world and hopefully purge them, well, I want to make sure that we're really prepared to take good care of our Ambu if we're going to lead it into danger like that. Let's see. So we've got our village, we've got our Ambu, we have got the world itself at day 0. We're in the jungle right now with nothing. Well, okay, we're going to need like scouts paying attention to things if we want to see what's going on. But we'll work our way through all of that, as well as any challenges we face, making sure we can feed ourselves, kind of important. Wow, there have been so many updates, and I actually have not been taking a peek at the updates because I wanted to wait for this full release. Our Ambu is currently lying down, and the ground toxicity here is none. So thankfully, the Ambu is not becoming poisoned from resting here. It's pretty humid. The temperature is normal at the moment. Our villagers are also happy, and we're expecting a couple nomads to arrive in a couple days. Oh, maybe we put out the word that our like family can come and hang out with us. We've got our elder's notebook to double check all of the different biomes, such as this jungle, a dense area covered in forest and full of resources. Only few people still live here. Ground and air toxicity are high, and toxic spore clouds are often encountered. We're gonna need to look out for those toxic spore clouds, which, you know, just don't happen to be listed here. That's fine. And we're gonna need to take good care of ourselves. I don't think we can even do any research just yet. Oh gosh. Oh wait. Okay, so here we go. Priority, disable stuff, deconstruct stuff, build stuff, repair stuff. Here's our research tree, but we need to have a research building before we can start working on learning how to improve our village. It probably was just everything we could try to do to just stay alive as it is. We need to worry about food, and we also need to worry about names. Oh my gosh. Chap Daddy, Dorita. All right, so we do need to worry about names too, and that means coming on in and naming our villagers really quickly after some of our amazing patrons who make all these adventures possible. So thank you so much to Marshmidge, who's going to be coming on in. And Marshmidge, you're actually like our wildlife hero. So wildlife hero, there we go, Marshmidge at this stage. And then also the wonderful Jack, who we will have be, how about Chief Jack? And then we also have our wonderful Alari, who will be Artist Alari, who are some of the people who really helped to hold all of this together, all of the pixel biology adventures we've gone on. And Dino Dave, you are also at this point a wildlife hero. And I love the idea that we were led by the wildlife heroes with an artist coming along to chronologue our adventures and a chief who can hopefully help to manage everything, with our little group of nomads trying to make their way through the world and trying to see if we're going to be able to take care of everything. Let's give everybody their names, and then we will go through and we will hopefully figure out what jobs they might be able to take on soon. But Miss Fortune Teller, welcome, welcome. I'm very glad to see you here. You've been doing an excellent job over in our 2-Point Museum adventures after all. And then we have Bergie. And Bergie the writer. I know this is going around. This feels like the first day of class in some ways. Well, everyone please introduce yourself and explain how you've been able to go ahead and survive the apocalypse that humanity has been living through for the last few hundred years. Crystal Alpaca, you're next. Oh, all right, let's see. And then we've got Adelaide Faye. There, see? You care about the things that you name. You care more about the things that you give a name and attention to. And so, librarian of space, it's wonderful to see you too. And hopefully by giving you a proper name, we will definitely care about your survival and well-being. So, Windfallen, the first 10 of our patrons come to join us on this land. We have clay deposits, the ombu spikes, which we could harvest for stone, but that would actually hurt the ombu and its trust in us. There's rock, there are trees. We have a little bit of tools. Oh, we're gonna need to start creating tools. Woo, okay, can be found by scavengers or bought from the trader. So I wonder if that's gonna limit how many people can actually do like building. And speaking of building, we do need to figure out how to do our new research of buildings, and we need houses. So we need 5 houses. They also provide a little bit of protection from the poisonous air. We're going to need somewhere to store materials. We need a berry gatherer, but I don't see any berries. Are we going to need to plant the berries first? From nearby bushes can plant... Oh, there's a bunch of berries over here. Okay, so let's actually survey our ombu to kind of get an idea of how our ombu, who again we have given the name Mau Anu, which just came to us as we thought about how to take good care of this beautiful creature. Its name Mau Amu just came to us thanks to a random generator basically, and it just felt perfect. Let's see, so we can gather berries for food. We can also have our woodcutters We can have our clay gatherers. We can also have our miners. It looks like this would be a good area to come and near the tail of the Ombu, ironically, and begin setting up because that's where we have a lot of berry trees for now. And that's also where it looks like there's some strange rubble. There's something, huh? Oh, and someone wants to talk to us? I see you've noticed the strange pile of rubble as well, my friend. There seems to be something buried there. It's hard to tell what that is right now, but we might be able to learn more if we dig it up. I don't know about this. Maybe it was buried for a reason. Come on, dear. Aren't you at least a bit curious? Who knows? It might be something that could really benefit us. I mean, and also we probably should... Oh, so now we have a challenge to do this. Okay. We probably shouldn't ignore some strange rubble, just like where we're supposed to be trying to live. A little curious about the fact that it's at the tail of our Ombu, but we should be okay. And now that we are here, let's go ahead and let time pass. Because that is the way that life works, is it not? And we'll start gathering up some of this wood. And hopefully, let's have a spot to kind of start storing things. Maybe a couple storage spots that we can put over. Let's see. And then what's this? Oh, there we go. So that's what we're trying to build. Buildings with a red flag. I think not enough resources available. So we need 20 wood in order to have that built. And we only have 15 wood right now. But look at this. Oh, look, and you can see now where people are going to go on their little paths. Oh, that's going to make everything so much nicer. Look, everyone's coming together to gather the wood. Wonderful. All right, let's get the material storage done. And then we also need berry gathering for sure. And let's try to maximize how many berries. Range 16 berries, 5 berries. 16 berries is probably like some of the best we can do. And we definitely need to set this as like a high priority to have people helping us build this spot for the berry gathering so we can have the food we've got over here. And then how's the strange rubble going? So I think it's providing stones and clay. Let's have just one person maybe, or 2 people work on it for now. And we've also got, oh, Miss Fortune Teller. So you're kind of constructing things right now. There we go. So now we can store some of the materials. Wow, look how many materials there are to gather. Survival gear. Wow, okay. So apparently we know about a lot of things. That's useful. It's still the first day, but it's starting to become night. And I wonder if people are going to be like out kind of in the open unintentionally. And then once they start gathering, yeah, they need houses. So we need 5 houses for how many people we have. And I don't know if people want or need space from one another a bit. Probably not. I mean, I would worry about being far away from everybody. So at least with the way the world is currently, I would want to make sure I knew that, like, you know, my fellow villagers were nearby. I'm not sure how nearby I would want them, but there we go. I think everyone's gonna have to sleep. It's so late and nobody has like anywhere to go, but the material is constructed. We're now officially on day 1. Oh heck, is our Ombu gonna wake up sometime? We probably need to get a research building in so that we can start thinking about what to teach our Ombu. Very good. Oh, we just got an achievement for having at least 10 berry bushes around here. All right, we definitely need to have someone come and become a professional berry gatherer. Maybe, in fact, we probably need at least a couple people doing that just to make sure. And as people work on gathering the berries, more efficient than using free workers, but low durability, good to know. And then, all right, so everyone's kind of coming together to work on this. And the strange rubble still needs to be cleared away. I think we can put it on a lower priority just for a minute, even though, whoops, my little challenge, come back. Where'd my little quest go? Oh, geez. Villager happiness details. Well, people are pretty homeless right now, and that is making them a little less happy. But they have food, and they have shelter, and I think that's making them feel kind of decent. And we definitely need to get the research building built if we want to be able to start interacting with the Ambu. Right now, we can't even like wake up Mau Anu, and we can't let her know that we're here, and we would like to go ahead and try to like work with her on exploring more. A town square and community plaza. Oh, I wonder if we can do things that would make her happy too. No, Apple, I'm not getting you food. We're getting the Ambu food. If you hear squeaking, it appears the guinea pigs who watch on high are enjoying being part of all of this. Oh, it's so fun to finally be back here. Though, you know, I do think maybe we should take everybody for now off of working on the strange rubble so that we can go ahead and make sure we get the tent and everything built. And the 2 new nomads would like to settle on the Ambu. How do I convince them to come? I think I need to have the tent built or else they won't stay, or... Oh no, I welcomed them, I think. Whoa, really? Okay, I think as long as our villagers are happy, then they'll come. But how do I tell? You think with 12 people, it would be easy to figure out where all of our villagers are. Let's see, workers. That's just for managing them. And then exploration, decoration, poison, Ambu interaction, Ambu food, refined resources. With raw resources, we definitely need to get like a woodcutting camp. And they cut down nearby trees, probably 49, 47, probably over here then is where we'll get a woodcutting camp started. We have a tent set up, and it will provide a little bit of resistance from any poison and provide some beds for our people. Right now, we're mostly just gathering all this wood, and the woodcutting camp will hopefully help out with like gathering wood outside of the area that we're building the first of our few houses. And we definitely need to get our research going, or else we just are at the mercy of when the Ambu wants to wake up to go anywhere or do anything. So what's a good spot? I feel like this is a good spot for the research building to go, because it's kind of just like overlooking everything and near the tents that we're building. We're gonna need another tent as well, because we have 2 new villagers. All right, yeah, tents are here. Berries are being gathered. How's the food situation? I feel like it could be a little better, but we're staying fairly ahead of starvation for now. Oh, we definitely need to get research going though to figure out how to grow more things. I think there's some more berries over here as well. So maybe once we clear away some of the trees, we can start working on figuring out if we can grow more things. Let's see, the villager happiness. Once we get the research building, really will tell us a lot about what we could probably pull off. Do I have more clay and stone? And then this was giving us clay and stone. So let's put it up to a higher priority too for the strange rubble. And with all of this combined, we're staying ahead of starving with our berry gatherers. Wildlife hero Dino Dave has now become a berry gatherer, and Windfallen, you are now berry gatherer Windfallen. There you go. 2 of the first people to have official jobs. And we'll probably have a chief or 2 come over and help us with the research building soon, but we need to gather the stone and clay in order to build it. And then Miss Fortune Teller moving to the pile of berries. Oh, that's so cute. I hope that those were good berries. And then clearing away this tree. Yeah, people are working hard. And our Ambu is still asleep. This is the downside of not having an Ambu that will wake up for you, is that then you just have to kind of wait until it wants to wake up and start moving. And we want to be moving so we can try to find more of the rare resources left and scattered throughout the world from the fallen relics of where human civilization has tried to make its way in the past and had to keep moving because of the toxins. And also, I guess our Ambu is still safe here because there's no ground toxicity right here. That kind of makes sense why it wouldn't want to wake up. It's snoring like a mountain. I forgot they'll do that. Oh wait, she's waking up. Maluanu's waking up. And also, like, the research building needs more stuff, but oh, she's waking up, you guys. She's getting a little hungry. We need to figure out how to feed her too. Oh wait, is she laying back down? Her heartbeat is 1.8. Her health is pretty good. She's resting, but all you can see her metabolism and everything. The metabolism of a mountain. What a thought. There she goes! Boy! Look at the spores puff up off the ground as she moves. And here we are. The Ambu walks. Maluanu is taking some of her first steps, and we hopefully have steady feet under ourselves as we put up the last of the houses for our very first for our very first little attempt to discover the source of the toxins and begin to make something out of this world. The villagers are coming together. We still need to figure out how to like keep track of everybody so I can figure out, wait, who's who and who just arrived that's new. Oh gosh, I'm sure there's a way to like see everybody and what their names are, but I will just have to cut. And there's Crystal Alpaca. It might be harder to keep. Oh, okay. I found one. I found one of the newbies. And Ren, welcome, Ren. So you are Nomad Ren. Come to join us. And I think that we'll have you be Explorer Ren. Just at the moment, you're still needing a home. You're kind of homeless. I'm sorry. We're working on it. And then I want to make sure I learn how to take good care of our villagers by at least learning their names. But maybe that comes with getting the research building up. And look at that. The wood cutting camp is now ready for, oh, Explorer Ren wants to be the one. So Ren, you actually want to be, how about you be woodworker? Woodworker Ren. And then we're going to have over here, there we go. So we're gonna have 3 new researchers. Bergie the writer is going to be our researcher. There we are. And then we have Miss Fortune Teller. I love how everyone has some new clothes to wear for this. And Adelaide Faye. You are the 3 who have currently been chosen to become the very first researchers as we try to figure out what we can do to take better care of our Ambu, like how to maybe blow a horn with the horn blower to get its attention. But for now, we probably need to focus on the very, very basics, like getting water, which I sort of forgot about. That's kind of important. And how to build a farm to make sure that we can go ahead and feed everyone. And then once we have enough to make sure that we're feeding ourselves, we can start thinking about how to really communicate with the Ambu itself and how to possibly go ahead and learn how to feed it, knowing that it actually feasts upon mushrooms that grow in the world. And hopefully we can convince it through like the different commands that we can give it and by feeding it ourselves not to eat the toxic spores that would possibly cause its downfall and the end of our entire village. So let's start researching the air wells. It's only going to take 12 hours to get that done because no doubt that is something that our villagers have learned quite a bit about over the past while, trying to take care of like gathering what safe water they can in the land. So maybe airwell technology is something that wouldn't be surprising for us to know about. And then let's see, so we have 6 free workers. We only have 10 housing, but do we have a spot for one more house? 2, 4. I think we need one more house in order to make sure that everybody has space. So 2, 4, 6. And then we need a little bit more wood. We're storing what we can. Oh my gosh, there's 2 more nomads who just joined us. I don't know where they are. Oh my goodness. Where did they come from? What part of the Anbu do they arrive on? Wow, look at how she's glowing on the bottom at night. Oh, that's so cool. All right. I am going to figure out how to talk with my people, for crying out loud. I want to make sure I know who's who and who just joined us so we can give them proper names. Oh, hey, this is a new person. All right, so this is going to be Wolf System. So Wolf System, welcome. You are one of the new nomads. I'm hopefully going to find your friend. I found your friend. Oh, thank goodness. All right, and then we also have Nomad Larkspring. Hey, maybe Nomad Larkspring could help us out with the waterways. We'll have to find out. Phew, okay. Now that we've got some of that done, and now that we know we need to get another tent, I think if we're going to be helping out more and more nomads and taking care of them and trying to like pull back together whatever remnants of our village we must have had at once upon a time, I think definitely need at least one more worker at the woodcutting camp. Oh, and I can move the buildings now. Well, some of them. Oh, that makes me so happy. And then we've got dirt roads that we could put down. And we could have another berry gatherer over here, but there's only like 5 berry trees over here. So probably better to really focus on gathering up some of the other things, like the clay that is very abundant over here. Oh my gosh. If we get this one right here, that's actually 6 clay pits that we can gather from. So, oh, what happened here? How interesting. It appears to be an ancient structure. Some kind of tower, maybe. What do you make of it, dear? Interesting indeed. In all my years, I've never seen anything quite like it. Or maybe... No, it couldn't be. Either way, it seems to be in remarkably good shape given its age. The foundations are intact and many of the other parts look usable as well. If we can figure out how they fit together and supplant some of our own resources, we just might be able to repair it. I don't know what we could stand to gain from this. Our resources are limited and, in my opinion, better used elsewhere. But dear, isn't not knowing the exciting part? I could see both sides. Taking some risks, but also if you use up the finite resources you have on risks, the whole ship might go down. And in this case, the ship is literally a mountainside. I think we should do it if we could afford to, but either way, that isn't our decision anymore, is it? Oh, a mysterious structure, you say. Oh, the airwell research done, you say. Let's also go ahead and, while we have enough berries, shimmy over to making sure we can store clean water, one of the most essential foundations for any civilization. And let's see about maybe going ahead and trying to get the wood planks and stone slabs possibly built in the near future by building up fancier technology. We're going to need to do some research for that, I think. Pretty darn sure. We're going to need to go ahead and we're going to need to like figure out how, to do some stonemasonry and other things before we can get some stone slabs. But it'll be a good conversation for our villagers to go ahead and have. Well, let's see. Can I get this one? Let's remove this rock and then let's see if we can go ahead and put the clay pit there, and the mining camp would be really good right here, it seems. All right, so we're going to start talking about being able to put together the things that make up the ancient civilization and possibly possibly start figuring out ways we can communicate with the Ambu, make sure that we have enough food to hopefully the Ambunologist creates Ambu notes. Oh my gosh, I really want to see that. That would be so much fun. Sacrifice villager. Okay, we're gonna need to like do a lot more research. Seawater collector herbologist. Oh my gosh, the town square. There's so many new things. I'm trying not to peek too much because I really want to be a little bit surprised. But I'm pretty sure there need to be some new buildings. Village doctor. We'll have a conversation. Everyone will sit down and we'll have a village chat. Well, I guess at this point we're all just sort of stacking wood. And we'll figure out how we want the future of the village to go next time. Why are there not enough resources available? Do I need, oh my gosh, I need water before I can, oh my gosh, I need water before I can figure out the, really? All right, then we're gonna go ahead and switch to farm research. I didn't realize there were research costs now. All right, even more dramatic conversations among the researchers as they get their hands on more things to go ahead and try to study. And also we don't have any berry seeds. Oh, to, you know, plant and harvest things right now. Oh boy. Right. At least we've got stuff started, but I think the easiest peasiest part of taking care of our village might now be somewhat over. And we might need to go ahead and make sure that we're let's see, if the berry gatherers are gonna need water, I should probably put the water like right next to them, right? But is this too close? Is that too close? Oh my word. Okay, let's try putting it here and we'll see what happens. The air wells, oh my gosh, we definitely need more, and we need more stone too. Okay, this is quickly ramping up into needing to take good care of our village and being a little bit more thoughtful about where we're gathering things. Speaking of gathering things, there are apparently mushrooms growing over here. I want to make sure that they can reach full growth before we harvest them too. And the mining camp is now ready for some people to start gathering the stone, which is wonderful because I feel like the researchers are just poking their heads out every now and then and be like, if you all want to have more food or you want to have some actual beds and houses, I need some more stones to look at. Oh, I love this. Meanwhile, there's a rain cloud that raises humidity coming up. Oh my gosh, in an abandoned camp that the Ambu is taking us towards. And also quarries and things, but we can't explore yet. And the world is coming at us pretty quickly here. And we can't guide our Ambu and tell it where to go, so it might walk right into danger. Right. Yeah, things are escalating. And it's so beautiful. And we're gonna make the best out of what we can of our story. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.